I'm the philosopher, owner of Deviant Divination Tarot card readings. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for Ashley, who asked a question about what her financial future looks like. Now, I do have to tell you that I did reword your question a little bit because I don't really read for the future. I just don't believe that that's a very good, accurate reading for people. So I basically reworded it and said, what is the current situation for you financially? And then maybe what are some things that can help you overcome any obstacles that you're experiencing temporarily that's causing you some of this turmoil with the finances? Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking a question if you didn't have any finance turmoil. Now, I apologize for talking a little bit fast, but I like to make these videos short and sweet so you kind of get the answers to your questions without kind of freaking out. So I went ahead and shuffled the deck. I went ahead and laid them out so we can kind of get right into it. So I'm going to kind of show you the cards. We'll dive into what they mean in just a few moments. But while I show them to you, I'll kind of explain a little bit about the tarot, since you said that you've never had your tarot read before. So that way you kind of have a little bit more of an understanding. First card here is the King of Pentacles. Pentacles are the earth side. You also have the Two of Pentacles. They talk about money, financial and worldly possessions. They're grounded. The earth element doesn't move. Think about the earth. It's always pretty much the same. Sure, you have plate tectonics. There's a little bit of movement, but there's not a whole lot of movement. You can sit and stare at a mountain. Sure, it's moving, but you're not going to notice it because it's so small. It's not moving that fast. So that's basically what the earth sign is. There's three other earth signs as well. You have air, water, and fire. Now, the weird thing is in your reading there, those three elements are not there, and we'll kind of get into what that means here in just a moment. Then you have the death card. Now, don't freak out on me. This does not mean that somebody's going to die. It does not mean that you're going to die. It just means that an old way of life has died, that there's going to be a new beginning. And a lot of times, this card also talks about a beginning that you have no control over, and sometimes that was unexpected or rapid, a sudden change in your life. And this is a major arcana card, which means that it is a major turning point in your life. It's going to be a drastic change, so we're going to prepare for that a little bit. And then we also have the Strength card, which is another major arcana, which is another drastic change in your life, but this one is in reverse. And this one, it talks about the lack of patience and the lack of belief in yourself and the lack of your ability. You don't have strength. You don't have it. So we're going to figure out why you don't have it. Now, the weird thing is that you have two minor arcana, two major arcana. The two minor arcana are earth signs, pentacles, which kind of dives right into the question that you had about money and finances and what the future holds. And then we have the two major arcana, which one is upright, one is reversed, which means that they kind of cancel each other out, but they read together as that you are not going to be able to overcome this change in your life because you don't believe in yourself. So basically, I've got this feeling that there has been a sudden change in your job. Either you got laid off, you got let go, or fired, or you got demoted. Something has changed drastically in your financial abilities. Before, you were kind of juggling everything really, really well. You were going to work, you had a life balance and everything. Maybe a little bit of a workaholic, not a problem. A lot of people nowadays are. To be able to make it in this economy, you have to be able to be a workaholic or you're not going to get anywhere. But basically, this is telling me there has been a sudden change financially. You're not able to juggle that money like you were before. You're not paying your bills, not being able to have fun, and all you're doing is stressing. You don't feel, like, okay, you got let go from this job. But this is all you've ever done your entire life. It's what you went to school for. It's what you studied. I don't know if you went to school or not. It's just basic perceptions here. Is you went to school, you studied this. This is the only career field you've ever been in. And now all of a sudden you don't know what you're going to do with yourself. You don't believe that you can do anything else or you're going to be good at anything else. So I do have to tell you that currently you're in a stressful situation financially. The current future tells me that you're not going to be out of it anymore because you have to work on you before you're able to work on your finances. You're not going to be able to have any financial growth until you can prove to yourself that you're worthy. Because if you want to get a new job, you can't sell yourself if you don't believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect them to? Would you pay somebody like you that doesn't believe in themselves? So for your daily tarot card reading, Ashley, I just have to tell you that your current financial future depends on your ability to believe in yourself, your ability to be patient, your ability to work on balancing things, and your ability to continue growing as a person. Because like I said, there are three signs that are not in here. You don't have the fire sign, which means that there's not a movement, right? You've just kind of, you're just not even interested in trying anymore. Then you don't have the air sign. The air sign means that you're not in the right frame of mind. There's not any planning. There's no critiquing. There's no moving forward. There's no kind of figuring out the motions or creating an action plan. And then you also don't have the water sign, which means that there's absolutely no movement. There's no calmness. There's no future. Like you're not headed anywhere because water tends to always flow somewhere off into the future. It's moving from today to tomorrow, and you don't have any of those signs. So believe in yourself. learn from this, grow from this, and just look towards the future and say, what do I need to do? How can I do it? How can I make myself believe in me so I can convince another person or an employer to believe in me so I can get back to my financial security? This is the Philosopher Deviant Divination Tarot Card Readings. Have a great day.